Monday morning, little after 6. It's low tide. I wanted to get out of here before the tide really started coming in and making a heavy current for me to work against. That's where I came from. The sunken plane is just right there. Goodbye, Norman's Key. The sun is ready to come up. Maybe it's up already, I can't tell. Be a good day of sailing. We're cruising along really good. Autopilot is struggling a little bit because the sails just aren't balanced. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. Gotten off to a good start. The seas are 2 to 3 feet. The wind is blowing. I'm not really sure. And as you can see by the windmill, the wind is in front of the beam. It's just nice to be sailing.
We have no assurance that we have these ends. This is just a period of time that is going to be the most intense crisis.
What started out as a nice calm day slowly built into some medium rough seas. Although the wind was blowing good and kept me moving fast, I was moving parallel to the waves, so I wasn't beating into it like has happened to me so many times. It gets old very fast when the wind is beating on your nose and waves are slamming the side and coming over. And I don't know if you can see it there or not, but well, let's look at this one. Cruising along really good. wind is blowing 20. It's kind of oscillating from 16 to 20. And there's whitecaps out there. And we're just you can see land. This is unbelievable sailing. We're averaging 8 knots, sometimes up to 9 knots. The seas have really calmed down because we're in a lee shore, but we're still getting good wind. Just a little forward of the beam, the wind is.
The dinghy dock is free and a very well built dock. However, I don't like docks that are so high, because if I'm having to get my one wheel from the dinghy up on top of the dock, it can be challenging on a ladder. So I didn't record any when I got off the dock right here, because there was a lot of locals there fishing, and you don't know who you're coming to, and I don't like to flash any electronic equipment. It was bad enough I was carrying the one wheel. So the video begins here as I'm riding to the store. More than not, when I get off the boat in some of these cities, I run across people begging for money. And that's fine. And depending on who they are, sometimes I'm impressed to give a little something. But I don't like to flash that I have anything expensive like cameras and whatever. It's taken me a little while in the Bahamas to get used to drivers on the left-hand side of the road. How you doing?
Very well. You?
All right. I think I'm the only boat out there.
Yeah?
They must have all gone.
Wow. You got the whole harbor to yourself. You just got here?
Yeah. And that's the grocery store that I was just in. They had a good variety of stuff. Whole wheat bread is lacking though. I mean, they had some, but nothing that I wanted. So the Thomas's whole wheat bagels are not so bad. I wonder if I can get out of here. Wonder if this road goes all the way. Quack, 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 quack. This store in Rock Sound was interesting in that the prices were a little on the more reasonable side for the Bahamas. And also they had a fair variety. I didn't see much in the bread department that interested me, but that's the way it is in most stores. But they had a good variety. It was easy to get stocked up and provision for anybody that needs a lot of provisioning. I'm on the right side of the road, but I'm on the wrong side of the road. Because here, the right way to drive is on the wrong side of the road, or the left side. How you doing? Is that a hardware store? Oh, what is your place?
And then a little bit of knickknacks, just different knickknacks. This is the neatest. Is it remotely, or how is it being propelled?
By my weight.
By your weight?
Yeah.
Oh, you balance it by your weight.
Yeah.
Well, come on in. You're recording right now.
She was fantastic. She and her brother and her husband run a school supply business. They also sell some knickknacks in there. And she saw me riding the one wheel and was very interested in it. And so I stopped and I talked to her and I went inside, and I must have been there for about a half hour. As I usually do, I steer the conversation to the topic of health and diet. They were very interested. Especially they were interested in the information about diabetes and what really causes diabetes, which most people don't have a clue. So we talked to them for quite a while. I shared with them links to some of my hero doctors that know a whole lot more than I do because I've learned from them. I finally left and I went back to the boat.
So my one wheel engrosser was up there, and I grabbed them and got them in the boat. And with only two hands, I couldn't show you how I did it. So glad this thing starts all the time easily. So I was in a couple stores, and everybody's very talkative here, and they said the last boat left yesterday. They said, we were kind of brave coming here, and I said, well, what do you mean? And they said, well, it's hurricane season. And I thought, well, yeah, it is hurricane season, but it's usually in July when the first ones start coming this way. It was unfortunate that when I went to pull up my anchor to leave Rock Sound that I realized that my windlass was not working any longer. The windlass became my next project. Uh-oh. I'm pushing the up button and nothing is happening. Uh-oh.
In the next episode, we're going to sail Rock Sound up to Hatchet Bay, which is in Alistown. And that's where we're going to attempt to try to fix this windlass because it's got to work.